can't focus on what needs to get done. I'm on notice, hoping that you don't run. You think I'm tepid, but I'm misdiagnosed. Cause I'm a stalker, I seen all of your posts. And I'm just tryna play it cool.
Hi everyone, my name is Mridul and welcome back to my channel. So I've been getting a lot of requests to make my hair care routine, my skincare routine and just routines in general. So I decided to show you all of that in just one video. So I'm going to be sharing with you my beauty routines. Now these routines aren't like the normal routines that I follow, but these are modified to work during the monsoons. Now during the monsoons I've experienced that my hair acts really weird, my skin acts really weird, and I have to change up the way that I do my makeup as well. So I thought I should share all of that with you guys in today's video. Another reason that I thought that this video would be really helpful is because Nykaa is having their sale right now. So everything that I'm about to show you guys in today's video is on sale on Nykaa. So you'll get everything at a really discounted price. So yeah, let's just get started with today's video.
And I'm just tryna play it cool.
Let's start with the face or the skincare routine. Now during this time of the year, my skin gets very oily. It naturally is very oily anyways, but it gets extra oily now. And it also is very acne prone and blackhead prone. Now honestly, there's not much that I do. It's a very simple two-step process. The first thing I like to do is I like to use this face wash that I've been using since years. It's the Himalayas Neem face wash. And yeah, I just like to cleanse my skin with that twice a day, every single day, and that's really basically it for my skin. But about twice a week I like to get rid of all the blackheads, or at least try to get rid of the blackheads and really unclog my pores. So I like to use the Innisfree's Super Volcanic Pore Clay Mask, and honestly this is such a good clay mask. I'm not gonna say that it helps you get rid of all the blackheads and all of that, but after using this for 15 to 20 minutes, once you wash it off, you can actually feel like your skin is more even and just clean in general. So especially during the monsoons, I like to cut down on all of my skincare products and basically use minimal amount of skincare products that I could use on my skin, because it's so humid. I feel like the more number of products that I use, my skin is gonna get even more irritated. So over the years, I've learned to really cut down on the number of products that I use and stick to a very minimal skincare routine.
And I'm just tryna play it cool.
So that was all for my skincare routine. Now moving on to the hair. Now the hair is literally the opposite of my skin. Generally I use like two products on my skin, which is like a shampoo and a conditioner, and that's it. But during the monsoons I have to do like a 5-step process, or even more. I haven't counted, but it's pretty lengthy. So I'm gonna share with you all the products that I like to use. So let's start with the oil. I like to use this oil by The Body Shop about twice a week. I honestly just use it because it smells so good, and it's actually very hydrating as well. Definitely not as hydrating as my coconut oil, but it works and it feels kind of like you're pampering yourself because of how great it smells. So I like to use that on my scalp and on the lengths of my hair as well. Now personally, I don't sleep with the oil in my hair overnight because of how acne prone my skin is. So I like to keep it in for a couple of hours or even throughout the day and just wash it at night. Now moving on to the shampoo, I like to use my normal L'Oreal shampoo. I don't like to change the shampoo, but one thing that I like to do a little bit differently is I like to add a couple of drops of tea tree oil into my shampoo and mix it up and use that to kind of get rid of all of the dandruff. Now tea tree oil is like an all-round essential oil. It's great for like everything, and one of the benefits of tea tree oil is that it helps you get rid of your dandruff, and I've noticed that during the monsoons my dandruff is like at its peak. So in order to kind of combat that, I like to mix in a couple of drops of tea tree oil, and that has really been helping me out. But of course, if you plan to do the same, I think you should do like a patch test just in case your scalp reacts differently to it. Alright, after I'm done with the shampoo, I like to use the matching conditioner from L'Oreal again. I like to keep that in for 2 to 5 minutes. And after the conditioner is done, I don't know if I'm doing this wrong, I like to use a hair mask on top of it. Now the reason why I do like a double conditioning thing is because my hair gets so frizzy. Now normally my hair is very well behaved, but during the monsoons it has a mind of its own. So I like to use this hair mask by The Body Shop, and it's in their banana variant. It smells so good. In the words of my best friend Siddhi, every time you use it, you smell like a banana smoothie, which I don't mind. I actually love it. I love the way it makes my hair smell, and I love the way it makes my hair feel as well. Alright, moving on to the last step, I promise, which is a serum. Now, I like to use the Moroccan Oils hair treatment serum. I like to use about 2 pumps because of how long my hair is, but you can just switch it up according to your length and thickness. Yeah, so basically I like to use 2 pumps of that on the lengths of my hair, and later on whatever is left on my hand, I like to use it also on my like scalp, not exactly on the scalp, but the hair right on the head, I guess. And the best part about this serum is that it won't make your hair look oily. In fact, it nourishes it and kind of helps you tame down the frizziness, which is exactly what I've been trying to do, and I've been loving this hair care routine.
And I'm just tryna play it cool.
Before we jump into the makeup hacks and tricks that I like to use for monsoon, I want to talk about feet care. Now, during the monsoons especially, it's so like gross outside and your feet suffers the most. So once a week, what I like to do is I like to start off by getting some hot water, and I like to add a couple of drops of tea tree oil. Now again, as I said, tea tree oil is amazing. It has some antifungal properties, and I decided to use the Nykaa Naturals Tea Tree Essential Oil. I like to do this because I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, so every time I do it, I get like some sort of mental satisfaction, and it's always better to be safe than sorry, right? The next thing that I like to do for my feet is once I'm done with the soaking, I like to scrub off all the dead skin. So again, I like to use this body scrub by The Body Shop. It smells amazing. It smells like argan oil basically because it is made up of argan oil. But yeah, basically I just like to scrub it all over my legs, especially concentrating the scrub in between my fingers and like my nails and all of that. Basically all the crevices where the dirt would really accumulate. That's about it for my feet. But one more thing that I like to consciously not do is apply nail polish. Now firstly, if you're gonna apply nail polish on your feet, it's gonna chip anyway because you're gonna be stepping into water like almost every single day. So it just doesn't make sense to me to apply nail polish on my feet. And secondly, I just feel like this is kind of like the time where my nails get to detoxify and really breathe, because throughout the year I do wear nail polish on my feet, so I feel like this is kind of like a nice break for my nails.
And I'm just tryna play it cool.
And lastly, I wanted to share with you guys some makeup tricks and hacks. It's not really a tutorial, but it's kind of like the things that I like to do and not like to do. Now let's just start with the base. Now honestly, I hate wearing foundation during the monsoons because of how like clogged my pores feel. So I just like to skip that altogether. I just like to stick to my powder. So I like to use this powder by Rimmel London and just dust it all over my face. That's option number 1. Now, if you really want to wear a little bit of makeup, the second thing that you could do is wear some sort of concealer. Now, I like to use this concealer by Maybelline. It's their Age Rewind concealer. I just like to do 2 dots like in the inner corner because that's like the darkest part of your eye, and then just blend it gradually on top of your eye and under your eye. That's the maximum that I will do during the monsoons. But if you have to wear foundation or you want to wear foundation, I would suggest to mix in your foundation with your sunscreen. Now, again, a lot of people think that it's okay to skip on the SPF just because it's cloudy. That's not true. You need to wear your SPF even during the monsoons. So now in order to kind of skip the 2 layers, it's just easier to mix the 2 things and wear it kind of like 1 layer and really just skip on the sweatiness. Now moving on to the liner and kajal. Again, I skip on that altogether. But one fun thing that I like to really do is I like to add a pop of color on my lower lash line. So usually I would stick to like a green or like a turquoise, but I was feeling very adventurous today, so I went with this hot pink. Normally I would never wear this color, but I actually really love it. I'm wearing it right now. It actually matches my top, which is why I'm wearing it. But I think it looks really fun, and it's a really nice break from the traditional black kajal. And in order to add pops of color, I've been loving this palette by Makeup Revolution. It's their Pro HD Amplified 35 shade palette. So yeah, I've been loving this palette for like pops of color. I can't wait to create so many fun eyeshadow looks with this palette. But yeah, I would highly recommend this palette. Now, one thing that I don't like to skip on is mascara, but I like to switch to a waterproof mascara. So I like to use this mascara by Maybelline, but in their waterproof version. I like to wear mascara normally, but one thing that I like to avoid is wearing it on my lower lash line. I mean, since the mascara is waterproof, it won't smudge, but it just gets very oily underneath my eyes. So I just like to skip that process altogether and just be more comfortable. So yeah, that was my monsoon routine, my skin skincare routine, my hair care routine, and a little bit of makeup. I really hope you guys enjoyed and found it helpful. Also, don't worry, I read your comments and I will make like a dedicated skincare video and a hair care video as well after the monsoons are done. So if you haven't subscribed, you probably should subscribe to be able to watch those videos in the future. Click on the little bell to get notified every time I post a new video. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends if you found it helpful. Don't forget to check the links in the description. Everything that I've showed you in this video will be linked down below. Follow me on my social medias and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!